Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Talking Barca podcast. This is our first podcast, and let's get right in. So, we're going to talk about Arsenal versus Barcelona, and we're going to see what happened here. 5-3, Arsenal. Uh, Good performance from Arsenal, not too good from Barcelona. Um, but we're going to start off with why was the game so physical? Well, if anybody watched the Arsenal versus Manchester United game, there were complaints that the game wasn't physical enough, and Manchester United was physical. They pressed really well and everything, but Arsenal was a little uh, passive, if we must say. So what happened was that this was Barcelona and Arsenal. The rivalry goes way back. Well, not too much in recent years because Arsenal wasn't that good and Barcelona was all right. They were doing well with Messi and all these guys. But it's been a while. The last time Arsenal beat Barcelona was, I think, in the Champions League group stage of 2011. Uh, that's as far back as I can remember. And so what we got here was a La Liga giant versus a Premier League giant. And Arsenal is back to being a Premier League giant. They led most of the season last year. They were ahead of Pep's Man City. And, they just lost in the end, I think, because Saliba got injured and all that. So, Arsenal played against the MLS All Stars at the start of the preseason. We saw Ricky Puig slicing right through them. And as soon as Wayne Rooney, the coach, he took off Puig after the 30-minute mark, Arsenal began dominating that game. So, but they weren't too physical in that game, and we could see the MLS All Stars finding space behind the Arsenal defensive line. Against Manchester United, what happened was that they were going aerial, and again Arsenal defense was having trouble. Same thing today, but I think after that Araujo tackle on Gabriel Jesus, what happened was that Arsenal just went crazy. They were like really really physical. Their pressing was like it was just brutal, and from there on, during the first half, I think after about 5 minutes, Barcelona were having trouble building up. They couldn't get the ball out of their half. They were really stuck in their defensive third. So this was a major concern. And now, to be fair to Barcelona, um, you know, they had their stomach bug going around, and obviously this was their first game, so they just couldn't get uh, going right off the bat, and so we won't hold this performance against them too much. But what is concerning is that last year Barcelona in the Champions in the Europa League played against Manchester United, another Premier League team, and Manchester United was too aggressive for them. Um, they were too intense. Even in the first game, when Pedri was available, um, I don't think Barcelona controlled more. I think the max they controlled the game was about 15 minutes or so, and the rest it was Manchester United. But Barcelona did get the goals. But- And the same thing today, that they got their first goal on the counter attack. Abde, he came back from loan, and he just beat the Arsenal guys on their on the pace, and so Barca got that goal. The second one was a deflection. So the thing is, Barca got the two goals, but is the quality there? I mean, can we expect that Barcelona, as the season goes on, will get to that level of quality that's required in the Champions League? Because Arsenal, we can see, they dominated the game. Um, Barcelona is looking a bit suspect right now. that will they be able to do it? They couldn't do it last year. They couldn't do it the year before that. They played well against Bayern. You know, the, it was just the first half though. It wasn't the whole game. And Bayern is also a team which is undergoing a rebuild. Um, Although they're not at the stage of Barcelona, Barcelona has a long way to go and all that. So this is something that the planners have to be concerned about. That as soon as Barcelona step out of La Liga, the troubles start appearing. That is the level there, and so it's concerning. They will dominate La Liga. Uh, the reason for that is the opponents aren't that good. Last year, La Liga, the last season, they were ranked fourth in Europe. They weren't ranked second. The Italian league was ranked second, and third was Bundesliga, and fourth was La Liga. La Liga also had the lowest, transfer this season. So the values aren't high and everything. They haven't, other than Real Madrid, nobody's been able to buy anything. That's because Javier Tebas, the president of La Liga, he's got this FFP fair play thing going on, and his interpretation of the whole thing is too strict. So not many teams are buying anybody, and the quality of that league is just dropping. And so if you dominate that league, you win it. It's good that you win it after 4 years. That's a great achievement. But what matters is that are you relevant in Europe anymore? And the past does count and everything, and we're still living with that. But we played in Europe, Europa, the last 2 seasons, and so it depends. Like, are the planners getting the right guys? The guys, the level of players that are required to play the Champions League as a unit. Not like, okay, just get one guy from here, get another guy from there. It's about, do they have the planning capability? Because, in Laporta's first stint as president, he got Ronaldinho. And they also had a top team and everything. The players were good. They won the Champions League. Second time around, they had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and they got Pep Guardiola. So uh, now it's like the level seems to be off, and that's a bit concerning. For Barcelona, one of the player who stole the spotlight was the Moroccan international Ez Abde. Playing on the wing, he showcased incredible attacking flair and provided a crucial assist for Robert Lewandowski's goal. Abde's 45-minute performance left no doubt about his potential to shine in the Barca squad for the upcoming season. But, question is, will he stay or will he seek opportunities elsewhere? So, his future is still up in the air, with various La Liga teams and European clubs expressing interest. However, after today's performance, there's a growing possibility that he might stay at Barcelona. They gotta add more attacking firepower to the team, and this tour is gonna be really, really important tipping point for Xavi to make a crucial decision about if he wants to continue with them. I think he will. And the upcoming clash against Real Madrid this Saturday. Um, that's the first friendly classic. Well, classical. It's they're never a friendly. Again, like this Arsenal match, it is not going to be a friendly game, and it's going to be the perfect stage for Abde to continue proving his worth. And and I think that is going to solidify his place in the Barca squad.